probably the biggest part of it for me was the mentorship, having someone to actually guide me step by step and to show me what I was doing wrong, to point out what I could change. And as well as that, so many different, the ways that you actually approach your trading just connected all the dots for me together. So for example, understanding market structure correctly and realizing that if you can't read market structure, then you actually haven't got a clue about your entering your timing in the market. You just don't know what you're doing. So understanding market structure correctly really helped me to pinpoint my trades with precision timing. And that was the biggest thing for me. And then obviously the mentorship as well, having you actually to direct me step by step, to show me what I'm doing right, to encourage what I'm doing right, to show me what I'm doing wrong and point me in the right direction so that next time I can be successful in the areas that I was lacking in. So those were probably the biggest things for me, really.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly what we try to do. Could you done it on your? You think you could have done it on your own?
No, because I had no concept of market structure. I mean, I understood what a trend was and I understood what a range was, but as far as the structure of the market is concerned, I had no idea. So you don't know what you don't know, right? So unless someone told me and explained it and detailed it for me, I would still be just losing trades. And as far as the mentorship's concerned, I mean, it's like me trying to teach myself as a failure. How can a failure teach a failure? It doesn't work. So I needed a master. I needed a master to teach me. So I realized, look, if I want to be the best, I need to learn from the best. And from what I saw in your courses and your content, I believe that you were one of the best that I'd seen, at least in the English-speaking world.
Thank you. So how's your, tell me, as a result of implementing the program, what has been the outcome?
Obviously, basically, it started off with consistent win ratio. So my win ratio went up from break even to losing to probably 70 to 80% in a couple of weeks. Again, because you joined so many dots together for me, everything started to come together very, very quickly. And that led to finally, consistently profitable trades with a very, very high win ratio. And so obviously my account size started to grow. And as well as that, even though my strength was initially just forex, I started to move into other investments using the same strategy because I realized it works in any market and on any time frame. And actually started to use those strategies for investing, for buy and hold for long term as well. So ultimately, it's totally transformed my trading to success. Getting massive returns. The returns I only ever dreamed about. When I started 20 years ago, I thought to get 10% a week was impossible. And there's been a few days where I've made 10% in a day. That's rare. But sometimes, I've made 10% in a week. And so the returns that I used to believe were impossible have now become normal for me. So it's totally transformed my financial situation. It's transformed my lifestyle. It's transformed my business, pretty much everything.
Wow. That is incredible. What is your biggest, the first couple of months of the course, what was your percentage? I know you have an amazing story there.
Yeah, so I took an account of $1,000 up to $1,000 up to $10,000 in 2 months. So that's a pretty significant increase for me.
That is so. I believe that you made more than what you invested in the course, right? Did the course pay for itself?
Yeah, the course paid for itself already.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, where do you think you would be right now if you did take action and join our program?
Wow, if I didn't join your program, I would still be trying to work it out for myself, and I would be down probably multiple tens of thousands of dollars just trialing in error. I would probably be scanning YouTube videos, trying to find some sort of magic formula, magic success strategy, and not finding it because it doesn't really exist in that sense. I would probably be back in the building industry, which would be terrible for me.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't have the access to understand how to trade financial instruments for long-term buy and hold cases where, I'm making a lot of money. So I'd be still in the pit of failure and despair, probably, to be honest, not knowing how I was going to get out.
Wow, wow. Now, so tell me, if there's anyone who's like watching or on the fence, about being a part of the program, about, maybe even about even booking a call, what would you say to them?
Okay, well, I would definitely say don't be like me, someone who waited so long before they actually asked for help. I would say get in touch with Greg, realizing that not only is he someone who's teaching out of years and years of personal experience and expertise and excellence, but realize that the investment you make in the course is a very, very small cost, a very, very small sacrifice to make compared to decades of making financial profits in the future with your trading abilities that you'll learn from him. So the investment itself, you'll make it back within 6 months, simply because there's no other strategies like the strategies that Greg offers in the university courses. So I would say book a call with us, because not only do you have the personal mentorship from someone like Greg, and you have the strategies that no one else teaches online, but it'll be a lifetime investment in yourself for such a small cost. So don't wait. I mean, I only wish I knew Greg 20 years ago. It would have saved me decades or years and years and years of loss and failure and despair, and just pain, basically. So don't wait. Just reach out.
The wise words, very wise words. And in fact, when they reach out and talk to us, they'll be speaking with you, because I only allow traders who are self-sufficient, who are trading for a living, to speak with clients, with potential clients. And not only that, Michael, was promoted to head of instruction, and he also has developed, taking those techniques, and he's refined them and create a vastly a super course, advanced course, to take your trading to the next level. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Tell us what it's called, and then what you cover.
Yeah, sure. So I developed the course called the London Bankers Strategy Blueprint. And what I do is actually teach you how to trade with the banks. And most people don't realize that the banks rule the markets. They run the whole game. And so the reason why 95% of all traders fail is because they're standing on the railway tracks in front of the train and getting run over by the banks. So if you're losing, yeah, it's because you don't know how the banks are trading. You don't know when they're entering the market, and you don't know what direction they're taking it in. So I spent numerous hours learning and researching how the banks manipulate the markets. And so I teach you step by step at market opens how to trade with the banks, how to trade the manipulation that they use to deceive retail traders. And those strategies have extremely high win ratios, very, very high probability setups. And they actually teach you to get precision timing for your trades with almost zero drawdown. So very, very, very low risk trades. And I actually teach you how to pick the tops and bottoms of the markets, which allows us to get incredibly high asymmetric reward to risk. So that's a 2-month course where I become your personal mentor. There's a number of video modules in an ebook where you get step-by-step details as to how the strategies are to be used. And then a chat room platform where we connect on a weekly basis, which includes one-on-one mentorship. It includes webinars every week that are recorded, which you can go over and over to continue to glean information and value from. And then after 2 months, there is an opportunity to stay for a bit longer if you choose to do that. But it's one of the highest probability setups I've ever seen. Incredibly high win ratio, almost zero drawdown, and you learn to trade with the big players, which are the banks.
Exactly. And believe me, I'm a testimony for his course. I have sat in his chat rooms and have made quite a bit of money as well. So, but you gotta learn how to crawl before you can walk, and walk before you can run. And so, definitely, the first step is to book that call. But I want to thank you, Michael, for sharing with us. and I wish you much success. And we'll see you on the
Thanks,
inside,
Greg.
right, Mike? All right,
Awesome.
cheers.
Thanks, Greg. Great for
Bye.
talking. Good to see you again. Bye-bye.
If you felt a spark here and want to see how these principles can be used in your own trading, go to www.elitetradersuniversity.com/apply to book a free session with our team. We have helped hundreds of people remove the frustration and obstacles in trading to become consistent, highly profitable traders. These are proven principles that just work. Happy pipping!